Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Hurley's Hand-Dyed podcast here on YouTube.
It's hot here.
It's hot. It's
I'm looking at my windows and thinking, should I open them or not? Yeah, it's warm today here. Is it warm there? We
it was
hit about 73 or 74, but last night when I went to bed, it was 80 degrees in the house
mm,
because I hadn't opened enough windows or whatever because I don't want to turn the air on yet, because it's been dropping down to 40 in the nighttime. So, but
mhm. Yeah, it was
anyway.
about 83 here today.
Oh, okay, you got
Um, Dave worked on our garage, about cleaning our garage. So, by the way, welcome to Hurley's Hand-Dyed podcast. I am Amber from Crafty Performers on Etsy, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
And I'm Donna from Crystal Skies Han. Oh boy. Crystal Skies Hand Dyed on Etsy, Instagram, and Facebook, and Crystal Skies Handmade on Etsy, Instagram. And together we are
Yeah, we're Hurley's Hand-Dyed
on YouTube.
on
So,
YouTube. Yes.
yeah, because Amber used to be a Hurley.
Yes, I still am. I just,
Yes,
yes.
right.
Oh,
So
hi, Mary. Welcome. Happy weekend to you as well.
who's here?
Mary Rule just commented.
Okay, hi Mary. I don't get to see the comments, so Amber has to tell me.
By the way, can I show you something?
Sure,
Look at how much room there is on this shirt on me.
you're losing weight.
The last time I wore it, it was like tight
Right.
like this.
Neat. I can
Yeah.
tell. Your arms are getting thinner too.
Yes, and Tanner. I
Are
sat
you
out in
staying?
the sun yesterday for 2.5 or 2 hours for the powder puff game.
How's your sugar thing doing? Are
It's
you
okay.
keeping
Mm-hmm.
it low? Okay. Keeping
I'm
it
doing
low.
my best.
And no pop? You haven't drank any pop?
Not really, no. I found the no, I found the A&W Diet A&W, the sugar-free A&W.
Was it good? I don't like that. The only I like the mug. Was it mug?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
the
mug. That
mug.
was, but they don't make that anymore, really. It's hard to
Well, if
find.
they make it, they don't make it here in Utah because I've never
Oh,
seen.
I looked on Amazon, Mom.
Did you? Oh,
Did.
uh,
Yeah, I don't think they actually make the mug diet anymore.
yeah. And that was
Oh,
the best one. Yeah,
yes.
out of them. The rest leave that aftertaste, but
Mm-hmm.
I won't show you what I have sitting here.
Oh, I'm like, I have. This has Zip Fizz in it for caffeine because without drinking soda and drinking root beer, like diet root beer, that has no caffeine in it.
Are you getting a headache?
Caffeine, yeah, I'll get migraines. So it's got, I had Zip Fizz this morning and I drank about half of it.
Okay.
Then I added ice, and then I have strawberry nerds and like a half a packet of Snapple kiwi strawberry in here right
Okay,
now.
well, that's a 40 ouncer?
Yes, I got some 40-ounce plastic ones.
Okay, because
I
I've
like
got
it so I can
40 ounce in there. But even the 40 ounce, when you put it in ice cubes, you're not really getting 40 ounces.
no, I can fill it with one 16.9 ounce bottle because I fill the whole thing with ice. But then as the ice melts throughout the day at school, it's
Yes.
like I still get my 40 ounces of water because I drink the whole thing.
Oh, it's a
And sometimes
48?
halfway through, no, 40.
Oh, 40. Okay.
Sometimes halfway through the day, I add another bottle, like a 16.9 ounce, because I'll still have ice in it, but I want more flavor. So
Well,
I'll put,
I'm going to go. You're making me feel guilty. I'm going to go put my
oh,
Pepsi away and get
oh,
me one of those. And you
okay.
talk amongst yourself. Tell about your week.
Okay. So while she's gone, well, we have 4 weeks of school left, so that's part of where my week is at. Um, we had Spirit Week this last week. So we had dress up days. So I did my goth and a sloth with my school friend, with my school teacher friend. She dressed in a sloth onesie and I dressed as a goth because one of the new things for Spirit Days is rhyme without a reason. So you get a partner and you guys have costumes that rhyme with each other, but they don't go together. So goth and sloth don't go together. I saw students who were a rapper and a napper. Um, so like carrying around a pillow to sleep on and then dressed like a rapper. That was fun. Yeah. And we had like a Hawaiian day with an extended lunch, which we do in the fall and the spring. And we do fundraisers, and our kids did okay. Because I am a class of 2027 sponsor. And then we had Powder Puff Game. And we had our lip sync battle last week for the Spirit Week. We had it on Thursday before our 40 weekend. And the teachers participated and the teachers won. We did awesome. Maybe someday I will share the video with you because one of our teachers did take a video of us, but it was awesome. Hello, Aunt Shell, and hello, Steph. Welcome. Happy Saturday to you all as well. And Mary, thank you. Something about, not doing DoorDash every day for lunch is helping me lose weight. And I gave up soda about a month ago now. Um, the sugary soda. Like I was a fiend of Coca-Cola and Pepsi in a bottle, like mom drinks. And that helps. So anyway, let's see, anything else in my week? It's getting hot here. But last weekend we got snow. So the market, Art in the Park that I usually do every other Saturday, it started up again, but they haven't had it this month yet because both Saturdays have gotten snow. So we're supposed to have it again next Saturday. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be a nice day. Anything else about my week? Y'all, I'm teacher tired right now. 4 weeks of school left, and we have testing this week. We have Galileo testing, and then we start to get ready for finals. I wasn't trying to make you feel guilty. You know that, right?
Yes, but I thought about doing this before, and then I went ahead and opened another pip. Oh, shoot. I've done this before.
What'd you do?
I left the spoon in.
Oh, the stir for stirring. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, so I have kind of set up my class though that for finals, prepare for finals, my kids are going to do their own review stuff. We're doing a project, which we actually did the same project last year with my algebra kids. I'm doing it with geometry and algebra this year. And the project is they have 2 weeks and they're basically creating their own review materials. They can do things like it's called a choice board. They have to earn 15 points. There are
Okay.
items on the choice board that are worth 5 points, some that are worth 10, and some that are worth 15. The more points they're worth, the more time they're going to take. So they can do things like create a digital escape room on the computer as a review. They can create anchor charts for our wall with review stuff about key topics. Um, they can make little quizzes. They can make what's the other? They can make a board game if they want. That's worth 15 points. They can write a math rap or song and perform it as
Oh,
for
and perform
well,
it.
they have to perform it. They don't have to perform it in front of the class. They can put it on video and send it to me. So they don't have to do it for the whole class if they don't want to. But
Oh,
last year with my algebra kids, this was a really successful way to have them review without just like drilling, 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 drilling,
okay.
because that becomes a lot when every day you're just reviewing, practicing things over and over. So this way they're kind of reviewing on their own. And then the last like 4 days before we actually take our final, I'm going to use some of their created items and we're going to review with them.
Oh, neat. So they
Yeah.
feel like they kind of helped
Hmm.
making the, oh, you should see
Yeah.
them
Like last
last
year, I
year.
had a couple of good digital escape rooms created. I had a student who was making a board game, but she never finished it. So I'm hoping this year, because I have her this year for a different class, that she will make a board game again and it will be awesome.
Oh,
Um,
neat.
yeah. Mary, normally I have the summer off. Well, I should have the summer off, but I'm doing summer school again.
Yeah,
Um,
you did that last year, so.
yeah, but this year it's different.
Oh, okay.
I don't have to teach. We are using a program we have called Subject, which is basically it's like subject.com and they're linked with a actual teacher of record who
Hmm.
they have to watch lectures, they take notes, they have to take tests. I am just facilitating.
Oh, you
So,
just make sure they don't cheat and that they're paying attention.
yep.
Oh,
And
you can sit
my
there and
assistant
crochet.
that's actually, my assistant principal said I can sit there and I can crochet as I want if I want. I can study my stuff if I need to. Like I am just making sure that they do what they need to do and I get paid for it. And this year it's 4 days a week.
Oh, instead of five?
Uh-huh. So I'll have my Fridays off for the 4 weeks.
Oh, nice.
In the middle, I'll have a 4 day weekend, one of them, because Juneteenth, the 19th of June, is a holiday now. So I'll have off that Thursday as well as the Friday. So
Nice.
yeah.
And then you're
And
going to come here and visit.
we're trying to figure that out. It'll probably be that like at the end of June,
Okay,
beginning
Rob,
of
that's when
July.
Robin will be gone. She's
No,
gone
Robin will be gone the
June
first.
23rd to July 13th, 14th. I talked to her just a little bit
She
ago.
said she was going to be gone the first 2 weeks of July. That's what she
No,
told
she's not. They
me.
canceled that one.
She
So
just told me
now,
yesterday.
huh? They
She just
canceled that one and not enough people signed up. So now she's going and she's actually going with the anthropology group
oh,
and they're going to be on the Amazon.
oh, that'll be
Three
fun.
weeks. She said, I can use my Portuguese because, that's what they speak there. But she said the other one was a Portuguese language study, and this is going to be anthropology or
Okay.
or the other word. Might be the other word. Archaeology. Might be archaeology. I don't know
Are
which it
they
is.
studying people or are they studying stuff?
She didn't tell me. She just
Oh,
said the word. I took
okay.
both of those courses. I studied people and I studied stuff. You did too, didn't you?
Mhm.
Take both
And I took
anthropology and
ethnography.
archaeology.
I also took ethnography, which is the study of
Ethnography.
different ethnicities, and it's more specific,
Oh,
with
right.
Charlie Love, one of the pioneer researchers of Easter Island.
Yes, I remember that. You could have gone to Easter Island, but
Yeah.
it was so expensive. You guys
Uh,
each had to pay your own way out. And back then, I think it was $6,000. And
mhm.
there's no way.
Mhm.
But
No.
he did offer it to all his students, which
Yeah.
was nice of him, if you wanted
Mhm.
to go. So, and if that was going to be your field of study, yeah, it would have been great. But you
Mhm.
were there for musical theater, so
I learned a lot.
yes, she did.
Learned a lot, and that would, I mean, I wanted to do paleontologies forever, so that was kind of
Mm,
why I think I loved
yeah,
that.
so that was fun for you, yeah. Right,
Hmm.
plus it counted towards your science, didn't it? Or whatever you have to have. Counted
Not,
towards
it's not science, it's social, that's social science, I believe.
oh, your sociology class then, towards your,
Social science, not sociology. It's those are different.
oh, okay.
They're different
We
things.
had to take a sociology class, so I took sociology.
Hmm.
And then we had to take a, I took,
Science.
yeah, I guess, because I took anthropology. I took the study of people the first semester because I still remember the Hopi Indians.
Mhm.
Our instructor had spent time with that group of people and he told us all about them. And then the archaeology. But yeah, God, that was so long ago. Everything's done so different now. I took psychology too, and I remember our class. It was in the theater, and that's how many people. There was over 700 students in there,
Mhm.
and it was just lectures. We had a different every week. We had a different teacher, a different lecturer, and we were
Lecture.
yeah, lecture. And it was the first year they had ever done it that way. So I don't know if they kept it up that way or not. But we had one kid, I still remember, he walked in, he'd sit down, he'd put his recorder on, his tape recorder, and leave. And then he'd come back. So he
He had a
taped,
tape recorder in the 60s.
yeah, we had tape recorders, the old-fashioned tape recorders.
Oh, like
And
the
it
reel
was
to reel,
almost 70s. Yeah,
like the reel to reel ones.
yes.
Because like cassette
It was
tape
the
didn't,
reel to reel, not the big ones, but we had one. Your dad and I had one, a reel to reel.
right, but I'm like a cassette tape didn't
Yeah,
exist then.
no, it wasn't a
Not
cassette.
yet.
No,
Okay.
it was reel to reel. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what our movie things were too, reel to reel.
Well, all yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, Mary says one of my favorite teachers was an algebra teacher. This was back in the Stone Ages.
Yeah, Mary. We loved that time, didn't we?
Um, I think my I've said, I'm good at algebra, but I think I'm better at teaching geometry. I think I understand geometry better, like
Because you,
explaining it.
being the artist in you, you
Mhm.
like physical. You
Yeah,
can, that's working with,
I can visualize things.
visualize it, right?
Mhm.
Versus numbers, you know.
Algebra is a little more abstract sometimes. And
So,
it's hard to explain the abstract part of it. Like I can do it, but sometimes explaining how it works
and
can
having
be
them
confusing.
understand it.
Hmm. Like explaining it the way it's written in the book is the great, but sometimes kids are like, what does that mean?
Right. I still remember in geometry in high school, I still remember this. I got our teacher wrote on the blackboard two lines before we even came in, two lines, and one had the arrows going in this way, the other had the arrows going in that way, you know. And that was the first question, which one's the longest? Well, they were both the same, but
Oh,
because of
yeah.
the arrows going out, it made it look
It's an
longer
optical
and then
illusion.
optical illusion.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny the stupid little things you remember, so
Yeah.
that anyway. Anyway, my week.
Yes.
My week. I have not left the house again. I will be leaving the house on Monday. Jeff has to take me though, because it's all the way in Springville, and I don't want to drive the freeway at all. I don't want to chance that anymore. I have a teeth cleaning. I told him he
Ah,
can go around to all the places, that he wants while I'm in there. And then I think I'm gonna have him go take me to Hobby Lobby because next starting Monday, that's the 30% off again at
mhm.
Hobby Lobby on the yarn. It wasn't this week. So I didn't even get to try any of their yarns for what my next project is. And then so the first week, I can't even remember what I did last week. But I think about Friday, I started this new project that I'm not going to say right now. I'm going to show you. It's in my finished objects. So, but if you see me on Instagram, you probably have an idea of some of the things I did. So,
Mhm.
but yeah. So anyway, so
Uh,
yeah, it's not been, I haven't had to dye any yarn. None of my clubs, speaking of clubs, none of our clubs end, you guys. You have to sign up by April 30th for the Harry Potter Club and the
Dragon
Dragons Yarn
yarn.
Club.
Yep.
So don't miss out if you want
And
to.
that's Wednesday.
The 30th, today's the 26th.
That's Wednesday.
Right. So Wednesday. I knew there was just 4 days, but yeah. So Wednesday. At midnight, Mountain Daylight Time. So actually, you guys, I have been known to get up. Well, I'm not really quite asleep yet at midnight and turn it off. So we get nobody sneaking in there.
Because mom doesn't sleep the same anymore.
No,
She's
I don't sleep like the rest. Sleep? What's that?
like, well, you can sleep in any day you want,
I
really.
don't. Yeah, I still go
You
at the
don't
same
have to, but you
time.
can.
Yeah, but if I do sleep in, I feel like I've wasted the day, even though I really don't do anything. I mean, I just do
Hmm.
crafts and stuff, but that's just the way I was taught, I guess. I know my dad, all of his life, even after he retired, he always got up at 5 o'clock. And he used to walk, they lived in a mobile home park, and he used to walk that's when he did all his walking in the early morning. Of course, they lived in California, so it was a little warmer. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's when Grandpa did his walking, and then he'd sit on the front porch and have his cup
Smoke his
of coffee
cigarette.
and smoke his cigarette and wait for the world to wake up. So,
Hi, Laurel. Hi, Jill. Hi, guys.
guys, thanks for dropping in.
Oh,
We're
Jill
gonna
said
have
they finally got their power back on, so she's catching up on things.
who?
Jill.
They lost power? Oh, they
Yeah.
must have some rough wind.
Yeah, we had a power bump yesterday.
Did you? We
We,
haven't. We've had a little wind, but not now that they finally fixed we were losing power about every other third day here
oh,
until remember I told you that, and then they finally fixed our thing. The electrical, they put in all new boxes for us. It was just our side of the street here. And that's because we were on one of the oldest boxes here, and they put all new
oh,
wiring in and everything. Yeah, so haven't had any problems since. So that's
good.
been nice. So
Yeah.
not much else here on this part. So
No.
um, what do we do next? Whips or the other
Whip.
FOs?
Yeah, we do whips.
Have no whips.
I have one whip and I'm just, well, no, I have two whips.
Because I rushed and I finished that tonight. So I have another finished object. Yeah.
I just have what I'm working on right now as a bandana.
Now,
Great.
what is that? And I love this yarn.
Yes, it is.
I love this cotton.
I love this cotton.
And which one is it? Don't tell me Harvest.
I think it's Harvest. Yeah. I
I
think
just,
it's,
I've been using that to make my dish rags. And I remember when I pulled that one out, I thought, oh,
Mhm.
this is really a pretty color. So I tried to get one of every color they had in the
Oh, I have
area.
I
Not
have
the,
two whole shelves full of them because I bought two of each because two can make three bandanas.
yeah.
So,
You didn't wait. Did you get it when they were on sale?
oh yeah, but it was a while ago.
Okay.
I've had
Oh,
them for a while. Remember, it's
I'm
every week. So,
Yeah, every other week. I'm gonna try the for my project that you guys are gonna see. I'm gonna try the I Love This yarn for that. I pulled out one. I have one here, and it's not too bad feeling.
it's
So
softer than the Red Heart Super Saver.
yeah, that was awful. That was awful, you guys. I'll tell you my story in a little bit, but yeah.
Let me catch up on a few things really fast. Jill said we haven't lost power in over a year. Today was more than 6 hours. Wow.
Mm.
Mary said I can't wait to get my club yarn. And Jill, it's a granny square. She asked what the pattern is. It's a granny square, and then after I do 13 rows,
It's like
I,
half a granny square.
well, yes, but it's the granny stitch, I guess.
Okay.
After I do 13 rows, I do a scalloped edge, and then I do my strands. I will show you finished ones a little bit because I listed some on my shop today.
Amber's actually getting back on that shop and listing
I'm
some stuff.
trying to get some stuff listed. I just get crazy. And I realized I have other stuff that's finished that I need to put on there.
Yes, you do.
And okay, and then my other whip is from my order, my Hirschner's order. I
Oh,
started something. I'll show you what I started.
oh, that from last week.
Yes,
Oh,
I
you got
started
that?
that
Now
vest.
that is a,
It's a sweater vest,
is
or
it
it's a
a
Russian
pullover?
summer vest.
Okay.
It's a pullover,
Okay, it is a
um,
pullover.
and it's basically two rectangles sewn
Oh, okay.
together. That's all it is. So I have finished one rectangle, and I am working on the other rectangle. So here is the first rectangle. And look at how pretty the yarn is.
Yes, that is.
I'm gonna have a lot left
Now
because
what yarn is that?
this yarn is Lion Brand. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Yarn Inspirations, I believe. Hold on. Sorry, I had to combine because two of the things came in a cool zipper bag and two did not. So let's see. It is Red Heart Roll With It
Uh,
Melange. Red Heart
okay.
Roll With It Melange. And it is in the colorway Green Room. Sorry. This is the colorway.
Oh, when I was pulling out the hats today just to see what I had, one of mine was made with that. A
Okay.
white hat.
It's
And it
so
is nice and soft. Yeah,
this
it
is
is.
the other rectangle is on my little thingy.
You're gonna have leftover?
I will because one well the kit that I bought was I believe for XL to 5X.
Oh, okay.
So it has enough yarn to make a 5X. So the first square, like I had to the very last row I had to tie on the next ball for like half of the last row.
Oh,
I'll probably have to do it for the last two rows of this one. And then I'll have extra if I need to for like sewing stuff together because I didn't read the directions perfectly the first time. And the first rectangle, I didn't leave a long enough tail at the beginning. Because you're supposed to leave a long tail to use it to sew in.
right. Yes, well, yes.
Yes, I did not read that well enough.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Steph said Hirschner's is only about an hour and a half from her. Her boyfriend took
Oh,
her shopping spree one year for her birthday. That's awesome.
you can actually shop at Hirschner's. It's an actual
Yeah,
store.
actual stores, yeah.
I thought
So
it
is
was a big
Hobby
warehouse or
or
something.
Hobie, however you pronounce that,
Well, that's
but
they don't
not in
have
the
anything in the
US.
United States, do they?
Oh, I saw someone go to one in Hamburg, Germany this.
Yes, German. Well, they're Dutch.
Well,
Hobie is.
but he went to one in Hamburg. They have
Oh, okay. So they
stores
are.
in
Yeah.
Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Neat, neat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lucky. So yeah, those are my whips.
neat.
Steph said, "Yep, it's huge." Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, neat. And you get to feel the yard. That's the only thing with ordering online is
Mhm.
you don't, and yeah, I had an experience this this week, and you don't know until you touch it. You have to feel it. And I like to rub it against my face to see if if it's itchy or not. Like this. I was telling Amber, I just pulled this out. I had some Mary Maxim, and it's so soft. Mary
Mhm.
Maxim Millispun. And I'd have never just bought this online because I didn't. I mean, I got this at one of the stores around here. My
Mhm.
son and I we were shopping for yarn, and I found that, and it was on sale, and it felt good, and but I'm a feel touch, so are you. We're a feel touch person.
I am, and all the yarns that came with my kits, I like the way they feel. And
Oh,
that's one thing I will say. I did some research this week on crochet kits.
okay.
I looked at Knit Picks, and I also looked at Mary Maxim. Mary Maxim has quite a few
Yeah, and they
crocheted,
have 25% off this week.
but I would say, but their kits are more expensive than Hirschner's kits were.
Oh, yeah. But
And Knit Pick,
Hirschner's, I
oh,
don't think Hirschner's offers any free shipping.
I don't think so. I think I had to pay shipping.
Yeah.
And then Knit Picks,
Yeah.
crochet kits, they had 10 crochet kits. Nine of them were Afghans,
Mm-hmm.
and one was a hat for
Yeah, yeah.
crochet.
Because they're not, I went on Knit today because what I'm making, I thought, oh, I didn't check Knit colors out. Well, they
Mhm.
don't, Knit is more, how would you say? They're more for, I think, little projects or blankets because,
Or knitting, because
yeah,
it's
for
knit
knitting, yeah.
knit.
And they do have the,
They
but they
had
don't really
more.
have, they don't have that other shop. You know, they don't have, we used to have our own Knit Picks. It was all for Bare Yarns. It was
Oh.
and now they discontinued that. Now you have to buy it right at Knit Picks, and they don't give as good of a discount. So
Mm.
I'm glad I bought what I bought. I bought that, my rag doll. I bought 10 skeins last before Christmas when it was on sale 30% off, I think. But it used to be if you bought enough, you could get 40% off some of these things, but not anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Steph said, Donna, that's why I mostly only buy from you online. I know what all your yarn feels like.
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
And
And
Jill
that's, yeah.
said, oh,
And that's why the Knit Pick sells Yarn of the Andes or whatever it's called.
will
And,
be Andy.
well, and when we were first in this, that was the what we bought. It was cheaper, but
Mhm.
oh, it's rougher.
Not as soft, yeah.
Yeah, it's just not
Um,
soft. So,
and Jill said, that's right, Donna. That's why I like Joanne. They carried a lot of yarn lines. They did.
oh, they did, and I
That that video I told you about from today, they
Mhm.
had okay, so there's a tick or not a TikTok. She was on YouTube. It was a YouTube short, but she went to a Joann's in West Jordan, Utah, or around West Jordan, and pretty much the whole store was yarn right now. Like because she thinks because they were one that wasn't going to close, so a lot of the stuff is being sent to them still.
Yeah,
Um,
but ours
they
was
had
well,
yarn lines that had never been released before.
oh, because
New
ours was
lines.
you after I talked to you, I almost got in the car and went to ours because ours were two of the ones that weren't supposed to be closed either.
Mhm.
But I was in there, what, a week and a half ago, and I meant they had like three, one skein of Big Twist and all they had a few of the expensive ones. And the thing is, they were still all 25% off. They never on the yarn, they never went down. And why buy 25 when I can go to next Monday and get 30% off at Hobby Lobby, you
Mhm.
know? And yes, I know Hobby Lobby doesn't carry the same brands, and I'm
Right.
kicking myself for one thing, but
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 yeah, she said the
anyway,
Western one, they were all 30% off right now.
are
So,
they? So,
yeah.
but our Hobby Lobby, I mean our Joann's is open tomorrow. It's open on Sunday from noon to 5. So who knows? But I don't think. I mean, I just
Well, they're
I
getting
can't.
shipments in still trying to liquidate everything that comes in.
Yeah.
So, like, there's no back stock right now. When they get stuff, they're putting it out because they're trying to get
Yeah,
rid of
that's
it.
what the
So,
lady said to me there when she
mm,
said, "Oh, we get shipments every day." And I said, "But who wants to drive down here every single day to
mhm.
for unless you're going to buy a whole bunch, which I might have now."
I know. I wish if I could find the more of the Juicy Couture, they didn't have any when we went to the one in Albuquerque. They had the thick Juicy Couture, and I'm going to show you what I did with that or with that later. But it's not the same. It's like thick. And
Oh,
I looked at it, and it's actually two of the semi-thick strands woven together, actually. So I'll show you what I did with that later, and I'm actually kind of proud of it. But
huh.
um Jill also said Annie's has revamped their online store, lots of kits. I'll have to look.
Annie's?
Um, Annie's, yeah.
I've never heard of that store.
Uh, yeah, I'll have
Have
to look
you?
for that because I like the idea of these kits that come with the yarn too. Because
Right.
I don't like it's hard sometimes searching for something to do with yarn I already have. You know what I mean? Like that's why when I made my first sweater, I searched for sweater patterns that were for specifically Lion Brand Mandala. Because I'm like, that's what
Right.
I have and what I want to use. And so
Right.
sometimes it's hard because if you use something different, the gauge might not match, or it may be bulkier than you want, or thinner
And
than
you
you
don't know what
want.
it feels like. Yeah. You know,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
just like that's that stuff we got. Um, the it wasn't mandala, it was the other, and it's the frosting. We got the frosted.
Oh, was it the premiere?
Yes, Premier. And that's real soft. And you guys, that still is on sale.
Mhm.
$3 a ball. So and that's really good. It's usually 6.99 or 7.99. or you can get a bag 3 for $9. And I've got them in my cart, but I'm trying to use some of the yarn I've got here. You know,
Me too, me too. I'm like the Hirschner's was an impulse buy, and I'm happy because I think I'm gonna like all the garments that I bought.
right? And
But
you can use those patterns again, like
yes,
that pullover thing. You could use it for a different sweater, a different color, and use the yarn you've got to use up
mhm.
some of that yarn.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it would work with some of the other yarn I have because it's just a like a worsted weight. I mean, it's just like a 4,
Well, it's a roll with it, isn't it? Yeah, it's a 4.
is it?
It's one of the few red heart yarns that's
Yeah,
soft.
it is a 4. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And they suggest using a 5.5. I think the pattern called for a 5 for a 4.5.
We're a G? Oh, a G plus. Okay.
Let's make sure. 5. No, it calls for a 5. So
NH.
a half a millimeter smaller than the yarn suggests.
Right.
So,
Our favorite needle, our favorite crochet hook. Although, what I'm going to show you, the first couple ones I made with an H hook because
mm.
it was a 4 and I didn't listen to the lady. And
Oh,
so this one I made, the last two I made, I used the 4.5 because I happen to have some G plus hooks. I had never
mm,
even heard of a G plus hook until we started buying furls. I didn't
mm.
know there was a 4.5. I thought it went 4, 5, 6, you know.
Well,
So
I had to buy a special 3.5 hook because two of these patterns call for a 3.5.
right,
And
and our
I didn't
smallest is
follow directions.
our smallest is the G hook, the 4 point. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
and
I
I
have
rarely
any.
use that. Well, I couldn't find an acrylic one. I had to buy a metal one.
Yeah, well, and the only place, unlike furls, when they had the acrylic, they only, well, the candy shop ones, they had those in the E's and F's. So
Okay.
that would be the 3.5. But they were $50 a hook. The
Well, yeah, and
candy,
the smaller you get, I'm sure the harder it is to do the acrylic on the tips
yeah,
because
because it could snap off. It was that
yeah.
it was with, yeah, some of
Mhm.
the ones we had. Like
Mhm.
I still, when I make not peaches and cream, the other one, uh,
Sugar and cream.
sugar and cream yarn from Joann's,
Mhm.
or they have it at Walmart. I started only using the middle hook
Mhm.
because remember I snapped my furls
Yeah,
off. I
because
didn't
it's
replace it,
stiffer. It's a
but
stiffer
yeah,
cotton.
it's a stiffer cotton and it
Mhm.
sticks. It grabs. Is that what they call it? Yeah, it grabs the hook,
Yeah.
acrylic hook. So it's fine on the middle hooks. So yeah, you have to think of all these things, when you
Mhm.
do.
Steph said her Joanne is still getting new stock every day, and she's gone twice and spent $100 each time.
Okay, maybe I will go tomorrow.
If you find any of the Juicy Couture, I will pay
Well,
you
I
to
have
keep
Juicy
them.
Couture. I'll give you mine, the ones I do
Okay.
have, because
Because I'm
I'm
like that. I mean, I like the was it Premier Bernat Velvet, but it's not as thick.
yeah, and that's what I'm going to use. Well, I'll
Mhm.
tell you guys later when we get
Oh,
into stuff.
Jill said sugar and concrete.
Yeah,
Sugar
yes,
and cream,
yes,
sugar and
because
concrete.
and yet I love it for the dishcloth because it
It's
soaks it up. Where
sturdy.
I love this cotton. I
Hmm.
love this cotton. Well, the sugar and cream, the peaches and cream. If you have a spill, you can take one of those and you can put it right, and it soaks the spill up.
It's absorbent.
I love this cotton. You have to wet it first because
Hmm.
it doesn't, because of whatever they've done.
You have
Uh,
to like open the fibers
yeah, you
or
have to open the
something.
fibers, and that's why
Yeah.
it's so soft. Because I think it's blown fibers or something to
Okay.
make it poofier. So, and I saw something today I had never heard. She bought some sheep's cotton,
Hmm.
SCHEEPS. Have you sheep's ES?
Sheeple or sheep's or
Yeah,
sheep?
that. And it's a
Yeah.
little, but it's double gassed. And she said what that means is they've taken it, and when they work with cotton, they run it over a gas flame to get
Hmm.
all the excess little fibers and stuff. And this is run over twice. And she said that's why it feels so smooth.
I
She,
wonder if they do that too. I love this cotton. This is the next one I'm using. I have
yeah.
it in my little bag here.
What
This is
color is it?
this is Sunlit Seafoam.
I think I have one of those down there too.
I have
I
solids too. Like I have so
I
many
didn't
like
buy any solid, and I should have. So
I did because some people like solid
I
bandanas.
know they do, but you should see all the solids I still have in my cotton to make. So I thought
Yeah.
make those first.
Okay.
I
By the way,
actually started,
hello, Maribel. Welcome. By the
yeah,
way, I saw you say
yeah.
hello.
I actually started making some 2 packs of the dishcloths, and the I love this carton is all in 3 packs because that's all you can get out of them. They're only 3 ounces versus the sugar and cream and peaches and
But do you
cream
get three
4 ounce.
out of one?
3 out of 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
The others I can get 4 out of 1, and I use the exact same pattern, the exact same size because I measure them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so yeah, it's just because they're only giving you 3 ounces instead of 4 ounces. And each dishcloth that I make takes
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So I always have a little left over and I make this big wheel and then I actually make dishcloths out of them. I make my hodgepodge dishcloths and
Mm-hmm.
I sell them on my site for a little cheaper than my others because they're a mixture. But at least I don't throw the yarn away then. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay.
The end of whips.
End of whips.
Finished objects.
I have 5.
I have,
Same thing.
well, I have three, but I have like the ones that are going in my shop too. Those are my finished objects as well, but they're gonna go in my shop or they're in my shop. So does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Just show all mine first, and then since
sure.
I have 5.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you guys, what I've been doing this week is I discovered that I can make baby dresses. I have never tried it before because I thought it would be too hard, and it's not. It's just double crochets and slip stitches and things like that. So I started these. They take about 2 days to make. And I'll start with one of the solid ones. This is a solid pink, and this is actually an 18-month size. Found this cute little hanger too. So, yeah, I put the little tag on it, but this is the
That's very cute.
18 months. I'll save, and some of them till. This is, I'll show you the very first one I made. It's a baby, 3 to 6 months. And I bought special little buttons to put on the back because you have to put a little button in the back. And this was my experiment one because the one I had never made one before. They take two skeins of yarn, and the pink one took more the 2 skeins because it's bigger. So
Right.
this is kind of a sandy white, I mean like a beige, a light beige.
Kind of, yeah, it looks like sand. Mary says, "Aw, so cute."
Yes. Then I made a Christmas one, you guys, because I had some Christmas. And this is where I discovered I was so stupid, and I may try to go, but I should have bought more um
The big twist.
big twist value. This is big twist value, and I love the way it feels. And I
What
use
size
three
is that?
different.
Is that like a 2 year or an 18-month again?
This is a 12 to 18 months.
Okay. It definitely seemed bigger than the last one.
Yeah, it's this, yeah, the baby one, the little baby one.
Mm-hmm.
That's this one, and I used 3 different Christmas ones I had. So, and that I finished last night before last.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to save that one till last. This is the one, you guys. I just finished like half an hour before before we started our thing. And this is another baby, 0 to 6 months.
That's
This
great.
reminds me of like a rose bush,
I can
doesn't it?
see that.
Looks
Yeah.
like a little rose bush, the colors.
Mm-hmm.
And these were actually this color down here. It was one of the Christmas colors. This,
Ooh.
hmm So that one, and then my favorite, and this one, you guys, if you remember, months ago, I made a granny square, a granny square
Shawl.
shawl. No, what is a shawl? A poncho.
Poncho.
I took the granny square poncho apart, and I made this. And this is actually the same size as the little one, and the last one I showed you. This is a 3 to 6 months, but because of the way I made it, because I made it longer,
Mm-hmm.
it looks a little bigger, but it's up here that's, this part up here. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, oops, my flower. I put a
Mm-hmm.
flower. And this is made out of the granny square. This is made out of that
The
yarn was
mandala yarn, right?
frosty, the frosty from
Oh,
Trinity.
is it? Okay.
Mhm. So, isn't that cute? That's
Very
three different
cute.
colors. I actually cut them apart. I actually cut the colors apart to get the different colors
Oh,
to make it
wow.
different than my pattern.
Different layers. Or what
Hmm So that's that one. Isn't that cute? That's my favorite. And that's a
cute. Yeah.
baby. But I did make it a little longer. When you put it next to even this one,
Hmm.
the tops are the same size, but well, maybe not. Maybe it's just the way it looked.
Yeah, it might just look more full.
Yeah, maybe that's it because it's a almost a thicker like because
Mm.
it's almost it might be half an inch longer. But yeah,
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but wow.
they're cute. And actually, the pink one, solid pink, is a different pattern. I used a pattern from a lady, well, the same lady, but it was a different pattern. It was made a bigger size. And that's the only thing with these patterns is if you do it on YouTube, sh it'll say 3 to 6, and then they don't tell you how to increase it to make it a bigger size or a smaller size.
Mm,
And I don't know how to do that yet.
mm,
So
okay.
writing down all how they start because one starts with 49 stitches. The biggest one started with 60 stitches. So that must be how you start gauging it too.
It's gotta be.
Because the way you make it, you fold it over after you've done this part and then you sew it, and that's why you have the little holes for the arms. Yeah, it's really easy, you guys. I mean, it
That's
was
like crocheting a sweater from the top down, a raglan.
yeah,
That's
please
exactly
give me
what you
a tap.
do. You do the neck and then you go down and then
Uh-huh.
you attach underneath basically and then continue to do the body.
Yeah, and then you start because this was all done in the round, but we didn't attach it. And
Mm-hmm.
then you didn't attach it until we did the things, and then we started going in the round and increasing to make the ruffles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cute.
a pattern on YouTube. They have a bunch of them. A couple of them I looked at, and when they get too fancy in the beginning, to me that's too much. If they start doing a triple and double and half double and then they go back into the one dress she wanted the same one that I was making. She had another same pattern, but she made a rim like a ruffle underneath that
Mm-hmm.
stuck out, and you had to go up into the next row and pull it down and make
Oh,
an
yeah.
elongated double, and I thought, "Ugh, that's just too much work,
Mm,
because they take a long enough time and you never get we were talking about this Amber and I before, you never get your money, your hourly wage. I might have made $1 an hour because they took me about 12 to 16 hours each to make, if
yeah.
that much. So,
Mm,
but they were fun. They were something different. And so I will be putting these, I decided I'm not putting these on my hand dyed yarn. I'll be putting these on my handmade, on Crystal Skies Handmade or Crystal Skies Cotton. You can put either one in and it'll bring my site up
mm-hmm. Because it
on it.
had both names.
Yep, it's had both names.
Okay, so those are your finished objects. My finished objects are all different than each other.
I know, that's great.
So hold on, let me move this. Sorry, that's one of my purchases, but it doesn't come in its own bag, so it's kind of in the way. Okay, first off, I finished the sweater remake.
I know.
I
Did you
finished,
finish that last time?
no, I hadn't finished it yet. I finished this for Easter. I finished this
Okay, that's what I
Saturday.
thought. You did a little thing though, a little
I did
TikTok
a
thing.
video of it. So you
Yeah.
guys may have seen the video already, but you can see my stripes of my shirt through it. Look at that.
Yes.
But because I did it with a size, I did an 8 millimeter hook.
Uh-huh.
So, and I did half double crochet. So it's very, even though it's a sweater, it's very light, like, and airy. And when I was doing my thing around the outside, it started
Uh-huh.
kind of waving. And then I was like, you know what? Let's make it ruffly. So I just did it. I just kept making it more roughly. I went like double on my hole, and then I did another row of doubles and made it really roughly. So it'd be really girly. But Timu yarn. So I think I spent about $18 to make the sweater.
And what did we figure that it was a sports yarn or
Well, no, I think it was worsted. I
was it
think it's
worsted?
a
Okay.
light worsted.
Yeah, because when you buy on Temu, they never tell you what you're
No, and
buying.
I have like half a skein left of it. And I thought I put it in my bag over here, but I have so much crap in this room. I tried to organize today and it just, well, it's the same as this stuff, but a different color. So
Right.
it is very thin, but I I don't know. It might be a sport weight. I don't know. But anyways, that's my first finished object.
Yep.
My third sweater.
The third sweater, but out of the same. You took it apart 3 times.
No, no, this is my third completed sweater, is what I meant.
Oh, but
Technically,
the
it'd be
others
my
were pullovers.
fourth. Yeah, the other ones are bullet. My first completed cardigan that I'm keeping this way.
Right.
And I just threw it in my pile. Okay.
Okay.
And I have to show this. I did show this last week, but I hand sewed in a zipper. I sewed in a zipper by hand so it can be used. And I
Yeah,
thought I might put this in my shop. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's still adorable.
it is. It's really cute.
It's really
And
cute.
it's like a crossover, isn't it?
Yeah, it's yeah, so I mean it's like, well, it's technically a fanny pack, but nobody is really wearing fanny packs like fanny packs anymore. This is how people wear their fanny packs. So, um, but yeah, I mean like with that, I mean cell phone with charger, because I've got my back, my battery pack on the back, my
Oh,
magnetic one that charges it. I don't know if you know that those have that you could do that. There's chargers like that. I don't have to plug it into it.
do you have to charge the charger?
Yes, it's a battery pack. So yeah, I had to charge it first.
Okay,
But
charge the charger.
um Jill just got back on and she said, "Darling baby dresses, Donna. Beautiful
Thank you.
sweater. Thank you." And Mary said, "Beautiful work." And Jill said, "Good job. Haven't tried zippers, too scared." Well, I found the funny thing is, I found my sewing machine today. So now
Oh,
I can sew some zippers into the fanny packs because I have a buttload of zippers. I found the box because I cleaned our spare room. Well, I organized our spare room today so that we could find stuff. And I found the box that said sewing machine and accessories. I'm like, yay!
yes.
Because I don't have my serger anymore. It got broken the move.
Oh,
I ended
did
up bringing it
it?
away in this last move. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, I
Nice.
think I'm gonna put this on the shop too. It's simple but cute.
It is. And something to put in your shop. Yeah.
Mhm.
And if
Okay.
you want to, I mean, if you're not going to use it, yeah.
I know. I'm like, maybe someone else will like it. And then, okay, so this is to laugh because let me find the yarn. Hold on. This is the other Juicy Couture. Okay. So I thought
Mhm.
what I was getting were just big skeins of the Juicy Couture velour or velvet that we use.
Right.
Okay. I thought it was just a big skein, but it's not. It's huge yarn. Huge.
It's a
It
big,
is the Luxe Velour XL. It's a 7. It's a 7.
it's
So
bulky, bulky. It's bulky, bulky.
I made some scrunchies with it.
Oh, okay.
And look at what I did with the, because it's two pieces together. And I thought over a bun, like if you had like a bun, this would
Uh-huh.
be so cute over a bun. Just
Uh-huh.
bun cover. So I made 3 of those. So I have pictures of those to put them in my shop. But it's just
Oh,
one round too. One round of single crochets. That's how big
yeah.
it is.
I would say that's how thick it is.
And then I tied it off and I kind of eyeballed these. They're all very similar on the ends, but I thought that would be really cute for like a little girl, like if you put her hair in a bun and put this around it just to
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
make it girly. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's those. And then my last is my my bandanas. And I
Oh,
bought a box for them. So these are the ones that I've finished and I've posted. So there's this one. I only have one of this color. I think I have more in the garage and that'll be added to the listing, but these bandanas are so cute for summer. And the more you wear it, it'll relax a little. But the I love this cotton. It's firm, but also it relaxes a lot, if
mm-hmm.
that makes sense. So I have this one posted. I have 3 of this color posted, and I put them up right before we started. So these listings are live now. If you like my bandanas, they're available. So I
Mhm.
have three of this color, and this is the other two of the harvest one. So I'm finishing the third one. So I'll have three of them in a few minutes. And then these two colors are brand new colors I've never used before. So I just barely threw the tag away for this, but I have three of this, and it's like terracotta colors almost, and green. Where did my tags go? I just threw them in the trash.
I would say I think I have it right here.
That one I don't know. The other one I
Yeah.
do know. The other one is emerald pine, but I can't remember the name on
What
this.
I think is sunlit seafoam.
Oh, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Because I think that's what
No,
you're.
no, that's what this one is. This
Oh,
is
okay.
sunlit sea foam. No, yeah, this is sunlit sea foam. It's not the same. This one
Oh,
has more browns in it,
oh, okay.
and the green is different. The
Oh,
green in this one is more of a hunter green because this one's
oh,
more always green.
yeah.
They're similar, but not exactly the
Yeah.
same.
When I got home, when I spread all mine out, uh,
Hmm.
there were some that were really similar. Yeah, and I couldn't believe it. Did you get a domino effect?
I'm sure I have that. Yeah.
It's got the black. Well, I thought it would have more black and white in it. It doesn't. It's more of a grayish black,
I
but
probably.
it's pretty.
This one is emerald pine, and I thought this one was going to look like this with the color kind of splotchy in different places.
Uh-huh. It's
Doesn't.
striped, isn't it? Yep, it's striped.
It's so pretty though.
Mm-hmm.
And they all are a little bit different. So I have all three listed in one listing, but you kind of would get a random one. But I mean, they all look
Oh yeah,
beautiful the way
they're
they
all
come.
pretty. Yeah.
So I will have more of these because I do have more made um that I'm going to slowly add into my shop this week or the next week because summer is coming and it's bandana weather.
Yeah, because they get wind. You get wind, we get
Yes.
wind.
Yes. So I have those now available for you in my shop.
Nice.
So I'm trying to get stuff in there. Really am.
I know. Well,
Jill said they could have beads on those. Oh yeah, I've seen people make them and put beads on the end, or
uh-huh,
like, or they put like almost like stitch markers like on the point and like
uh-huh.
make points.
That
And Jill,
one worked well for my hair because my hair being long, I'd get tangled. It would get tangled in the beads.
oh yeah, I don't think for me because my hair gets tangled anyway easily in the back,
Hmm.
so I don't think I would do beads on mine, but I have seen they do look really cute when people do that. They do. Jill said I wish they would come out with new colors. Like I feel like they have new colors, but I hadn't really, like until the past 6 months, I hadn't really bought a lot of I Love This yarn for a long
I
time.
hadn't bought any of them. Yeah. Yeah,
So
I
it,
wish they'd come out with more of the solid striped, not the speckled like those are. Those
yeah,
are striped, but they have speckles in them. But more of a, I think they only have one, and that's the rainbow one or the, what's it called? Some brights. I think it's called brights. That actually is the, which wish they had more colors of.
yes, this one. Right.
Yes, more like that because then you get more of a actual stripe. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, I have two full shelves of these, and I'm just when I bought a whole bunch of new colors, I actually put them in the bottom shelf, and now I'm grabbing from the top shelf to finish my old colors and working my way down.
good.
I want to use them all, and I don't want to buy more.
Um, someone I watched a podcast yesterday, and it was Creative Grandma, if any of you watch her, and she was doing a Hobby Lobby. They do a Hobby Lobby shop about once a week or so. But she mentioned something that I had never even really thought about. But Hobby Lobby is one of the few craft stores that does this with their yarn. They put their yarn like they'll have the solid pink and then they'll have the variegated pink that matches the solid pink. And then on the other side, they might have the solid or the solid green that goes with that. So you
Mhm.
don't even have to think about it. You can,
Everything is
oh,
color coordinated for
yeah, they're
you.
all color coordinated for you. So
Mhm.
that's really because how many times have you gone in? I used to take stuff in and try to match it to something, because I didn't know what it would go with. So
Well, I discovered this week my Granny Square this guy. this guy. The white on the granny squares
Uh-huh.
is more of a yellow white. I did not realize that till I went out of the house in the broad, bright sunlight. I could see how yellow the white on the granny squares was compared to the white that I bought to make my handle and stuff. Like it was like I was under a like a black light. The white looked like it was glowing compared to the yellow white. And I'm like, no wonder it said on the back, this is the white we used. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I can't find that, so this will do.
Yeah, yeah, yes. And whites, like you said, whites can be so different. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, just so different, the different whites. So,
Think about that, how different whites can be.
hmm
Really don't
just
even.
like blacks. Blacks can be so different too. People
Mhm.
used to think, oh, I want to wear a black shirt and black pants, and then they don't match because
Yeah.
one has more of a grayish color to it, and one might have more of a bluish tinge to it.
Or
So,
like a more of a red undertone.
yeah, or a red undertone. So, but
Okay, that's my finished objects.
yeah,
Now we have
now we
purchase.
have stuff we've got in. Before we tackle the stuff we got in, I
Okay.
want to tell you guys about my purchase that I'm not going to show you because I'm sending it back.
Oh,
I
good.
got some, I hadn't used Red Heart yarn in years, literally years. But then I saw the Red Heart that Amber bought, that stripes stuff that she bought, and I found a really good buy on Amazon. You got a 3 pack. She still has a 3 pack for $11.59. So that was about $4 a skein. And I've been looking at them and they're like $6.99, $7.99. Well, one place was even $9.99. And I thought, okay. So I
Pretty
ordered,
color. They're so pretty.
they are. So I ordered a pack of that in, a pack of the newspaper one, which is striped, and a pack of a Christmas or a 4th of July one, the red, white, and blue. I got
Mhm.
them and they came all wrapped and I poked my finger in they are so scratchy compared to it. I thought, no way am I making baby dresses out of these because
No.
it, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm with Amazon, it's so nice. I've already got my return thing from them and I'm taking it down to
To
Monday.
the UPS
Yeah,
store.
to the UPS store to ship them back. But I thought, oh, I'm so glad. I almost bought like 12 different colors, and I thought, no, I better just see because I haven't used Red Heart. It's so long. And you even said they're a little heavier.
They are. It's a little thicker.
They're a little thing, but they're scratchy. They're not
Mhm.
they're not as bad as they used to be back in the day when everybody would make these beautiful Afghans, but then you couldn't stand them, have them on you. I mean, they were nice on top of your bed, but just to sit on the couch, they were so scratchy. Well, to me, I mean, I know a lot of people can tolerate them, but I can't. Just like I can only tolerate superwash wool, I can't tolerate non-superwash. It's too I actually break out in a rash when I try to use it on my hands and stuff. So
Mhm.
it's on. So I'm shipping those back. So now I'm looking for a softer yarn to make um, what's his name? And in my stash, I found this mellow spun, Mary Maxim, and it is so soft. So I only have this color, which is called wheat. So it's kind of a goldish brown but I am going to make a little dress out of it. But I thought I also found on the Mary Maxim site, and I wanted to ask you guys about this because I've never tried it. It's Loops and Threads, which I know is a Michaels brand, but Mary Maxim carries it, and it's called Kai, Kai. And it's a three weight, a DK weight, but it's especially, I mean, I read the reviews and people are using it for baby blankets and stuff, and they said it's really soft. So I wondered if any of you have ever worked with it or know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we have a Michaels, and I might go to Michaels and see if they carry it. But a lot of times our Michaels has a smaller section. Our Michaels has so much other stuff, you know,
No, I've
flowers
heard
and
people have found fabric at their Michaels in the past
yeah,
month
there's
because of Joann's.
yeah,
So
they're putting fabric in now. I just saw that too. And
they
I
might
thought,
have to
oh,
carry more yarn. You don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, so maybe they are, but
Mary said I find Red Heart squeaks. Oh, I can see that. I find Lily Sugar and Cream squeaks for me. Um, And Jill said the Kai is very nice.
Okay, because they have some wonderful colors for that would be beautiful for baby dresses. Because they have one called Pink Lemonade, and it's pinks, and it looks like it looks like some of the colors are actually like the blue is actually a heathered blue
Oh,
in with the pink that's not heathered. So it probably crochets up gorgeous, and it looks like a self-striping too.
okay. Jill said it would work well with the Mary Maxim Baby's Best.
Okay.
And then Steph said, I actually really like the Walmart brand acrylic, and it's very soft and inexpensive. That's the, oh, what's the Walmart brand name now?
Equate, equate.
No, it's not Equate or Great Value. They have their own Walmart brand that's not called either of those things.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
what is it called? I can't remember. But I mean, I saw it. I thought about getting their yellow when I got the yellow to make the bag. I can't remember what it's called. But yes, they have it. And they have a lot of solid colors too in that one. And I also saw they have yesterday, I noticed they have a cotton that reminds me of I love this cotton.
Oh.
Mainstays. Mainstays is the brand.
Mainstays. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I did buy. I bought some white Mainstays cotton when I was making those doilies for everybody.
And it looks like they come in a thing like this, don't they?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yeah,
It
and
comes,
like if like I felt them and I'm like that feels like I
yes,
love
and they're soft. They're nice.
that.
Yeah. I
So,
had to buy the loops and threads green from Michael's. That's the only time I've been in our new Michael's and they've been there 2 years.
mhm,
But I needed that green, and no, everybody else was sold out. Of course, it was before Christmas, so
yeah.
I went there and they did have it. So yeah, but
Jill said it's awesome. They need more colors of that too.
yes.
They need more colors of everything.
Yeah, you almost have to go to somewhere like, well, like Hobby Lobby now. And there I love this cotton. Oh my
Mhm. They
gosh,
have
they have
so many of
so many of them.
them.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping the I love this
Yeah.
yarn will have a lot of colors
They
too.
have a lot of, I love this yarn has a lot of colors too. Because
And
I
I
was
don't want I
crocheting
don't
half out of that.
I don't want the speckled looking. I want to see if they have the self-striping type.
They
Do they?
do. They do.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, actually, I might even have one right here that's a self-striping from there. Oh no, that one's a speckle one. But they have some pretty self-striping ones, if I remember
Not
correctly.
the I love this cotton, but the I
No,
love this.
I love this yarn. I have a skein of I love this yarn back here.
Oh, do you? Okay, I do too, but mine's in Prince, and it's not, it's the speckledy.
Mine,
Mine's called
mhm.
after dinner coffee or something.
Yeah, this is a I leftover. I love this yarn. I don't remember the color of it, and I think I crocheted a hat out of it, and this is what was left.
Oh, is it self-striping?
Remember the color. No, I don't know. I don't think this one is self-striping. It might be. Um, oh yeah. Well, ish.
Ish.
No, yeah. Those are self-striped. Yeah, that's still red. And they're just now it's green. So like probably mini stripes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But I'm gonna check it out Monday. Have
that
Jeffrey
would
take
probably
me
look
down there.
pretty for a baby dress too. This is pretty colors. It's kind of like the brights colors in the I Love This Cotton. Except for it's a little bit more darker versions of those colors.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I like the turquoisey looking blue.
It's
Yeah.
pretty. Got purple in it too. And yeah,
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's the only I Love This yarn I have in here. I might have some more in buckets in the garage. Mm,
true.
mm. Jill said, I think the striping ones are called prints.
Prince. Okay, that's what mine is. It's a Prince. So, but maybe it's got the speckled stripe in it or something
Maybe.
because it was,
Sometimes
yeah.
they have pictures of it on the back, but I guess I Love This Cotton doesn't. I don't know if I Love This Yarn does. Sometimes they'll have pictures of how it
So you
stripes.
can see, yeah. I did notice which one was it? Oh, not Mary Maxim. So it's either Premier or Hirschner. They have started showing a swatch of it with the crocheted and a swatch with the knit so that
Oh,
you
it's
can
nice because they
see.
look different.
Yes, they look different. And so,
Okay, I think that one is Rosemary Cottage. The
yeah.
terracotta one is called Rosemary Cottage.
Oh,
Sorry, I
okay,
just
yeah.
found a band.
That's
Or
probably
I'm
it
like, I
then.
think it's that one.
Probably.
Oh,
So,
okay. So we
anyway,
have
so
purchases next.
yeah, do you want yours first or mine? Mine's Timu.
On mine, I
My
already
vein.
posted a video of mine, so mine is just a review if you didn't watch that video.
I didn't. Where did you post it?
My I got influenced video.
Oh, that one. Yes, I did see that one.
So I did post mine, but I can show mine and then you can show yours because people might have seen mine already, might not.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So like I said, Hirschner's kits went crazy. Well, not too crazy, but I felt like they weren't super expensive. So this is the next kit. They come with the pattern. It's a sweater. It's called the Tulip Lace Cardi.
And
So
that's a crochet pattern.
mhm, it's a cardigan. It says its level is intermediate.
Okay.
So this one's not a basic one, and this one uses a hook of three, wait. This is a 5 millimeter one as well. And
Okay.
then the yarn is Premier Hipster Cotton.
Ooh, I
And the
like that.
color is Canyon Walls. So
I
it
have looked at that Canyon Wall so many times.
comes with
So
four
how
balls
much
of
did you
it.
pay for it? For the
What? I
4 pack.
paid 17.99.
So
I
about
think.
450 a ball.
And you get the pattern too.
Yeah.
So
So that might, yeah, it might have been cheaper than what you could buy it because I think theirs are like 5.99, 6.99 a ball.
yeah, and like I said, it was on sale, so it was 19.99. I think I paid 17.99 for that kit.
Oh, 20% off?
I think. I think. I can look at my receipt, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that they were having a 20% off sale a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago.
Then I got this one.
Mm.
This one came in a nice little zippered bag, which I wish they all four had done that. This is a Bohemian Bolero. And actually it's you crochet a flower two on it, and then it's not tall, but it would be good over a dress.
Oh,
And it didn't come with the ribbon. I have to find my own ribbon.
oh, that's right. I remember you saying, I remember the little thing and you saying about the ribbon.
The ribbon. And the yarn is actually Hirschner's brand Afghan yarn, retro edition. And the color on this is Clearwater is the name of the color. And it also comes with four balls of that. And I thought, we'll see how the Afghan yarn, the girl I watched do the next one I'm going to show you. She didn't love the feel as much, but I mean, for the price, you can't beat it. This is what I was actually influenced on. This is the kit that I saw on her video. She made it, and I thought it was the cutest vest or a tank top I had ever seen. It's a retro granny square tank top, and it comes with all this
Oh,
yarn.
nice yarn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 skeins of yarn. I think this was the most expensive, and I think I paid like 27 for this one to make the Afghan. It's Afghan yarn again. It's the same type as the other one. And two of them are the same color as that other one.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I love these colors because I love retro stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that
Like
is really cute.
blue and orange and like she kept calling it baby poop green.
That
Um,
doesn't, I know what baby poop green is, and that doesn't look like it.
that's what
So
was her
apple
thing.
looks
I'm like,
like
I
baby
don't know.
poop.
I think it's cute.
Yes.
She's like, how many times can I say baby poop in this video? Because she just kept going back to that. Like,
It almost looks like a goldish.
it is kind of more of a yellowish. Hold on, let me see if I can. There, that's a little bit more accurate on the color on the picture. Like it really, I don't feel like it's super green. Like it's more of like almost
Because
must
if you show the picture of the pattern, it doesn't look green in that.
no, it looks really yellow in the pattern.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
so,
almost a
no.
goldish color.
But I think this one and the boho bolero both required a 3.5 millimeter hook.
Oh, okay.
So yes. But yeah, so that was my influence, my influencing purchase, my influenced purchase.
I remember when we first started dyeing yarn and we got our first fingering weight yarn in. I
Mhm,
remember telling Christy, maybe even you, that because we had always crocheted with worsted.
mhm,
Always. When you crochet and you're a beginner and you do blankets, that's what you use. And
mhm.
I said it was like crocheting with kite string. That's
Mm,
what it reminded me because it's so thin and we weren't used to that. And then you had to
mm,
use a smaller hook. Yeah. So, and that's what some of this stuff at 3.5, that's what people used to use that when they did that crochet thread, the cotton thread. But
Oh, those I thought were using like a one.
maybe and Aunt Lydia's. That's what my grandma crocheted my baby dress with.
Mm.
That's what they all used. I mean, it was like a doily, like a make it a doily. So, yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, those are my purchases. So,
Hey,
I am actually working on a video on the one too. I'm doing a process video on this. So I'm just filming little snippets of as I'm crocheting it. So I'll tie that all together and upload that when I'm done. Okay.
mine's a Temu purchase, you guys, and I got my order in before the tariffs, but they still haven't really done the tariffs on this kind of stuff. I think it has to do with is whether it goes in a box or a bag too. So, because this came in 5 days, it came really fast. So, but maybe it came from the Temu factory here in the United States. Who
Mhm.
knows? Because some of it they have those.
Yeah,
But
they're
anyway, I bought some more of the 6x6 cards, you guys, because you get six of them. And they work out to be like between 85 cents and a dollar, maybe $1.05 each.
Mhm.
And they're fast and they're 6x6. And they have frames on Amazon that are 6x6 that you can buy and put these in. And they only take about maybe 2 hours to do it the most. And that's what I like because I like quick things. Anyway, this one is peacocks, all kinds of different peacocks. Tell me, Amber, if it looks too shiny.
kind of shiny. I couldn't see much,
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll take one of these out of this.
but they're like reflecting off your camera screen or your phone computer screen.
Right.
So I don't know
This
how
one
good we're gonna see.
is different hummingbirds.
Okay, that's a little bit better. Oh, and it's still light outside there, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
It's
Yes, it is.
not here. That's,
Eight,
I'm like, I could see the window.
I think 8:30 is when we're getting.
Oh, like
It was
it's,
8:13 a couple of nights ago. Yeah, into the summer, it's almost 10 o'clock sometimes. I
yeah.
think we're a little higher up than we are. This was the cheapest, you guys, and this is one of my favorites. If I can get them out. Anyway, it's little tigers.
Oh, that's cute. That's very cute.
This is the only pack that already came pre-folded. So it might be a little harder to work with because the fold's gonna be,
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
but yeah. But this one was only like $4 and something for six of them.
Oh, wow.
There. And then this one is because I don't have any. Don't ask me what I'm gonna do with all these, you guys. I don't have, oh, this one was put in. How many, they come from different manufacturers because they're sealed and their package is different. This
Mm-hmm.
was wolves,
Oh,
not wolves.
whoops. That's upside down.
No. Can you
Cute.
see them?
Yeah, you're showing us the back though.
Oh.
Yeah, that's cute.
And I think, yeah, they're all different wolves.
You
Wolves.
just said whoops that
I
time.
know, I know. They're all different wolves. And then this is the only one that was bent.
Oh,
And it's butterflies, you guys. But
I don't think it'll
I'm
hurt it.
I'm hoping, yeah, that as I put the dots on it, I can't even get it open. So you
The
guys
drill.
can see it this way. Can you kind of see it?
Kind of see. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh, they're cute, Jill said. And she said, are they books? No, they're cards, right?
Cards.
Because they all come with the envelope. I mean, I
This
had,
one is one that I've looked at for a long time, and I finally got. See, they fold, Jill.
oh yeah.
It's
Is that,
owl.
oh, it's owls. It looked like
They're all the
it
white
looked
owl.
like a bear dressed as a cat.
This is a baby with two
Oh,
babies.
I see it's an owl now. At first, it
They
took
have
me
two
a second.
babies.
It's very cute.
And then This one is all, and I like this one has a nice back on it too. Here's another different, and all six of them are different.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so you get actually six different. My my first group when I bought them, it was I tried to buy different seasons. I was going to put them all up on the 6x6s, but
Mm-hmm.
then I thought, oh, this is another one that was a reasonable price. I think this was only like four something also. And for anybody that loves horses, you know who I thought about?
Mm-hmm. Aunt Nikki.
Uh-huh. Those
Oh, it's a
pretty.
unicorn, isn't it?
No,
No, I thought I saw a horn at the top. No, it's
no,
just its ear. Okay.
their ears.
Yeah, those are
They're all
pretty.
white horses.
Mm.
And I think that's it. Plus, I got a pair of scissors. These are
Oh,
only $1.20, you guys. These are
wow.
the little, what do you call them, scissors?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we used to get them from Wish? And they
Yeah,
were $2 and something. Well, because you paid a
they're
dollar
really
for the
right
scissors. So,
now.
yeah,
I
like
came
that.
from Timu.
Yeah, this one has got blue on it. But I thought, I wanted to see what they, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's nice when I do the quarterly boxes to put something little extra in. I've already got, you guys, I have my spring quarterly box. I've already got some of my extra Harry Potter items bought and in, and I bought a few just because I didn't know what they would look like. And yeah, I like them. So if you like Harry Potter and you like my quarterly club, you have till June 1st to sign up for that. And those will go out by the 10th. And these are my summer ones. No. Yeah, these are my summer. This is my summer quarterly. And it goes out in June, and then my next one will be my autumn one. Yes. Okay. So anyway, no, that's that. That was I just and I still haven't ordered the 6x6 frames, you guys. They've been in and out of my cart back and forth. So and then these are the cute little buttons I got.
Oh,
Can you kind of these will go on the baby dresses. They're all
are they
different.
wooden buttons?
They're wooden.
Oh, okay.
What
That's
you
what I
said,
thought.
wooden, and they're painted.
Okay. They are cute.
You show one, but they're all different.
And you got those on Amazon?
Uh-huh. And they were you got 100 buttons for 5.97. I thought
Yeah.
that's like only 5 cents each. That's really cheap. And they're
Mm.
just the right size. And quit that. I have a cat that likes to chew on plastic, you guys.
Jill just said it can be my birthday.
Your birthday present. Yes, Jill. Oh, so isn't that funny?
Birthday. Mine's in a little
I
over.
found I was telling Amber got one. I sent the dragon cards out for Easter. And for my granddaughter, for her birthday in March, I sent her a card through the mail. And I didn't know that you have to take those in. They weigh more. Well, they charge more because they're a 6x6. I
Mhm,
charged $1.32 each to
mhm.
ship one card.
Mm.
That's why in the club, it was fine because they were already in that and
Yeah,
I didn't have to
package,
pay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm,
So, but so these are probably going different people's, stuff.
mhm.
So, but
Yes.
anyway, they're fun to do. I don't even care if I ever send them to anybody. They're just fun to do. They give me something to do
Yeah.
while I'm watching TV at night.
Is it
And
fun trying to fit them back into the package right now?
oh, because this thing sticks.
Yeah.
That part sticks on them. So
Oh,
anyway. Okay, we'll do that later because it's so crinkly. But I have that darn little cat over here that wants to chew on them all.
Dave almost also found my Swift in my yarn winder today.
Oh, was it missing?
Gosh.
How were you winding your yarn to use?
I haven't had to wind my yarn. I've been using yarn that comes in skeins.
Ooh. Oh, that's one thing I want to say about I love this cotton. I
Mhm.
wish they would put an easier pull. I mean, I keep getting, what do they call them when I
Oh,
pull them out?
barf.
Yarn bar.
So I thought we would do an impromptu giveaway because we found our
Yeah,
giveaway box.
I've been trying to give away bucket.
There's things in here I didn't even realize we had. So let's see. How about we'll do a bag and a yarn for our giveaway?
We have bags in there too?
Yeah.
Neat.
Some people sent us bags. I want to say Laurel might have been one of them that sent us bags.
That's right.
Oh, Steph said, I love the card you sent with the Dragon Club. I hung it in my craft room wall right above my desk.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad. Those were fun. When I saw those, I couldn't believe it. They were for Easter and they were dragons. And I thought, oh, that's so perfect for our club. So,
How
yeah,
about
that's why I do little extra things like this.
we'll
That
give away this Molly Klein design bag. We had a Molly Klein. I'm like, I know that name.
I do too.
Molly Klein design. It's a very
Okay.
cute little zipper bag. It's got a little handle right here you can hold it with, and some knit pick stroll fingering with in this gray color. I don't know, does it have a name?
So they do.
Hand painted fingering weight.
It should have a name on the back.
Thunderhead tonal. It's
Oh,
great.
yeah, it's kind of a grayish color. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do an
It's,
impromptu.
it's
We almost have we're close to 900 subscribers. So let's just do an impromptu giveaway today. So you have to have watched it to know that we're doing a giveaway.
that's
And
right.
I thought
Okay.
for the giveaway, in order to enter, you need to in the comments after this video is posted. So some of you'll have to come back if you're not watching, if you're watching it live. In the comments, you need to make a comment that has the word surprise in it because it was a surprise giveaway. So your comment must have the word subscribe to be entered and US people only. I'm sorry. I love everyone else. It's just expensive to ship. Um, so to be entered, and you must be 18 or older. And this is not sponsored by YouTube
Or by nitpicks.
or by Knitpicks or Molly Klein Designs.
On the nitpicks things,
Yeah.
what is it?
Oh,
What
it's stroll fingering.
it is a stroll. Okay.
It's a stroll
So
fingering.
it's 75/25.
Yep, 75/25, 462 yards and 100 grams. So, and actually, I think that yarn will fit right in the bag.
Yeah, it should. You should be able
So
to ship it all
we
in one.
will draw our winner on our next live.
And
And
then Amber will also stick a little candy in there.
oh, I'm sure I will.
Don't you have candy to get rid of now that you can't eat all that candy?
I accidentally had Zots on auto ship. So we got a bag of Zots in last week that has like 300 Zots in it.
Oh, there you
Ordered
go.
some for one of the giveaways I did with my students.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes when you do subscribe and save, it saves you like $2 or $3. So I
Oh,
always set it up and then I go in and cancel the subscription.
uh-huh.
I forgot. I finally canceled it this week, so
Oh
we won't get another one.
my God. Ah, that's funny.
But I have it, yeah, so I have a bag of that. So I'll give you some Zots and maybe some other things. I've got other candy too. And maybe, I don't know, I'll throw in the 3D printed item too. I have some babies that I've been working on for our little fill the box for $5 box. I don't know if I told you about that. I have like my clear boxes for my octopi and they can fill them.
Uh-huh.
So
Mhm.
look at some of these little tiny things I've been printing. Look
Oh,
at
okay. So,
so oops, little green, little pink shark. I can't hold him. His tail, he's slippery. He's a little shark.
uh,
Um, little bunny who moves. This is a capybara, and this one I did in a dual color filament. So
mhm.
I didn't have him painted. Little stegosaurus, little tiny stegosaurus. What else do I have in here? Oh, my little jumping ghost that I did my video of, little tiny jumping ghosts. Um, baby dragons.
Will that one fit in the box?
Uh, Yes.
Oh, that's right. They were deeper than they were than
They're
they.
like, well, the boxes that I have are like 2 by 2 inches, 2 by 2 by 2. So they fit the octopi in them perfect when I put an octopi in.
Oh,
So they're the same size as an octopus. So, um, anything else that I did in here? No, but those are the things I've done so far to add to my box. I have like little things that don't move in there, like little cats, and a
so
few.
how are you going to work that? Is that for the swap
That's
meet?
for the fair, yeah, because little kids love. Fill this for this price. They love those kind of things. And parents love that too because it feels like they get more bang for their buck. Their kids get to play in the box, pick what they want.
So you're going to let them do the 12 box?
Hmm?
Fill the box.
A little tiny box. It's 2 by 2 by 2. It's
Oh,
little
okay. I
for
thought you were talking
$5.
about the advent calendar boxes. That
No, I have those boxes. I'm gonna do an advent calendar. These guys will fit in the advent calendar.
okay.
I've been experimenting with different designs, so when the advent calendar time comes, I know the things that will fit.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, yes. But these, I double checked them against the size of the advent. So if I want to use them for the advent calendar, they will fit.
So can they put more than one item in the little box?
They can fit like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay. This,
So
this
that's
is,
why it's a good deal.
yeah, this is from a parent saying, how many can they put in? As many as they can with the lid
Many
closed.
as they can fit. Yep. So as long as they can close it, then that's whatever they can fit in there. Some things are a little bit bigger than others, so they might have to sacrifice getting more stuff for things that they want on other things. So
Yeah, fine. That'll be fun. We'll see how that works out. That's what, next Saturday?
yeah, I did that at the one in Rio Rancho, and a couple people were like, "Can I just buy one of the things out of here?" I'm like, "I don't know, $1? I don't know." Yeah, like, sure. Like my whole idea was fill the box. I'm like, well, I don't really want like 6 cats. I just want like one cat. I'm like, okay, fine.
Well, yeah, you can put one cat in, then you don't have to do all cats.
Yeah, I'm like, there was
One
other
cat.
things in there. It had other things in it besides cats, but it had a lot of cats.
It's too bad you don't have a bowl. Do you remember the clear
Like a
glass
fishbowl.
round bowls? Well, like a fish bowl, but they had a bigger opening on the top. People used to put little wreaths inside and like a candle in it.
Okay.
I bet you,
Vaguely, yeah. For
I
like a
bet,
centerpiece.
yeah, I bet you could find one like a DI or something, and then put them in there so that they can see him and not
Mm-hmm.
have to keep pulling him out. They could see him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, we used a clear bucket so they could see through the side of it. It
oh, okay.
wasn't like an opaque bucket. It was clear.
Yeah, I have a clear bucket. I do too. I got
So,
it years ago at Hobby Lobby.
oh yeah, I have so many clear buckets.
Yeah, so
All right. Anyway, it is now 8:30
yes.
and I'm tired. We've talked a lot. I am tired. I go to bed at like we're in our bedroom by 8 o'clock on weeknights
Right.
because
Well, you
I
get up at 5 though, don't you?
get up at 5:30. So I'm
Okay.
like, I get tired early because I'm used to going to bed early.
That's
So
Oh,
before
anyway, back to the thing.
okay, so in order to be entered in this drawing, you have to leave a comment down below in the comments, not in the chat, that uses the word surprise. Okay? Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll do it.
Maribel's 10:30 here. Yeah. 10:30, I would
Oh,
not be.
they're on the East Coast.
Yes. Yes. And then let's reminder Dragon Club ends Wednesday.
And Harry Potter Club ends Wednesday. So both of them do.
Okay.
And
And check my shop for new stuff. I'll be updating for the next week or so. I just saw a cat jump on a bucket behind you and it scared me. I thought a cat jumped in my room. 'Cause I had to kick the cat out twice today while I was trying to organize. I thought maybe she would be okay. She was not. She was eating stuff. I'm like, get out of my room. Rusty will come in and he'll just lay down and chill while I do stuff.
Oh, has he been good?
He's in everything.
Well, she's still more of a kitty kitty, and
Well,
he's
she's
an
a
adult.
year now.
Has it been a whole year?
I found her in May last year, and I want to say she was about 4 to 6 weeks old.
Oh,
So she
okay.
could be about a year now.
Coco, get down from there. All of a sudden, because I moved the basket over here, she found she can stand up over there and see what's on the top shelf.
Clementine was doing that in our closet in our spare room today. She got inside and she was trying to reach and get on top of the shelves because I have boxes stacked up inside because I have to have a place for them. And she's trying to use them to get up top, and I'm like, get down. Thank you, Jill. Have a great weekend as well, and everyone else have a good weekend. We'll see you in 2 weeks, which is going to be in May.
Yeah, May something. May, don't tell me. We have 4 days. May 10th.
Yes, it'll be
Okay.
May 10th.
And Amber's birthday is May 5th.
Yes, I'll be 45.
Woo, old lady.
If I'm old, you're really old. Because
Yeah,
I'm your daughter.
I was 33 when I had you.
I know. Means you're getting
Yeah, I
old
figured that
too.
out today.
You
Yeah.
figured that out
And
today?
I thought I was old when I had you, because I mean there was
You
7 years
were.
between you and Robin, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I'm too old to be having. And yet I was really kind of young nowadays because now they don't even start having children until they're 27, 28 years old.
Well, you
Yeah,
were one of the old parents, though. Like in high school, my friends, a lot of them had younger parents because I was the last kid.
yeah, you were my
A lot
last
of their
kid.
parents were like in their late 30s, early 40s when I was in high school, and you were in your late 40s,
Yeah. Their grandparents were in their late 40s.
early 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
sat over here with her tail swinging and knocking me. Anyway, yes. Anyway, but thanks for coming. If you have any what's the word?
questions, comments.
Thoughts thoughts about what yarn would make a good baby dress. I don't want it to be too thin. I
Mhm.
think I want to stay with like a DK, or these are worsted, but or light worsted because I like the way they hang better. And even for the summer, I think some of them, they might be a little heavy for summer, but I think most of these will probably sell closer to Christmas, like in autumn, start getting ready to buy things and babies. But I might try a little thinner, but see, the problem is to use a thinner yarn, I can't follow the patterns because they're using the worsted with a H hook, and I'd have to use like fingering or sports with a G, maybe. So I'd have to add more stitches, and I don't know how to do that. I
Or
don't know
you
how to
can make
do
any sizes.
that. Yeah. And yeah, so I don't know how to do that yet, you guys. I'm sure they have a book out there on crocheting baby dresses. And those books usually tell you how to go up on patterns, don't they? And down.
No, they usually, well, they have the, like in the parentheses, they'll have the other sizes. Like usually like they have they're written for the small and then like bigger, 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 bigger. That's what this is, the
Oh,
one I'm now. So
okay.
I'm just following it's in color, so I'm following the purple section
Okay.
for XL. So, but yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Anyway, okay, you guys, we are going to say goodbye
Make
and
sure you like, subscribe, comment,
all
and
that good stuff. And if you have friends, send them our way. We still shoving for that 1,000. I don't know why anymore, but
Ryan, because
it seems
take
like once
on
you get 1,000, all of a sudden, I don't know if YouTube shows you more or what, but you seem to pick up more people easily.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But thanks to everybody for sticking with us, and we appreciate every one of you. And if you are new and haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. We like those. And leave a comment after this so that we have comments. And if you ever have any questions, please ask them in the comment section. Amber's real good at answering those.
right. Yes.
If you have a question specifically for me, say Donna, so I know, because I do read those. So anyway, but
Anyway,
okay, well, I guess we're oops, excuse me, I have a hiccup. I guess we're out of here. So
good weekend, you guys, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
okay, see you on the